You were quoted as once saying Michael Graves is the Spielberg of architecture. How so?
Well, he was early. Michael Graves kind of introduced postmodernism into architecture. I had just arrived here in '84. We didn't have any office space, and we asked him to do that building. I think he did a great job. One of the interesting things of it, we decided when he presented the maquette, on the front were pillars. It was very postmodern. And I said to him, can't we have some more fun? And so he gave me a new maquette that had the 5 major characters, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and so forth. And that looked a little silly. So then we decided on how about, since Snow White saved the company, without Snow White, Disney company would have ended. Seeing that there were 7 pillars, we decided to do the dwarfs. And then we decided to put Dopey on the top, holding up the roof so we didn't take ourselves too seriously.
What's your favorite character?
I like them all. Are you kidding? You're not going to get me. You're not going to get me there. I'll tell you the other thing we did, which most developers will not do. Michael Graves did all of the exterior and all the furniture and everything in the interior, which is really rare that a developer would take that chance because they think architects will spend too much money and whatever. So that's very unique about this building, if it's still that way.
When was the last time you went in?
Inside of the offices, the day I left.
Really?
Yeah. Not that I haven't been invited.
Right.
Oh no, I've been invited.
What? Right. But why do you think that is?
Once you sell your house, you move on. Yeah, this is the most I've ever talked about Disney in this way.
Of the buildings that you constructed here, was there one that was kind of most personally
Well, this is the first thing we did at Disney.
Yep.
And I think it cost $70 million or something, which is a lot of money in '84. We didn't have any office space. We could have gone in trailers. But when we found a fun way to do it that made a statement and said, we're staying on this lot. So this was it. This was the beginning. We did on this lot 4 new buildings: the Michael Graves building, Frank Wells building after he passed away, the Bob Venturi design, which is in the background there, and then the 2 buildings over on the freeway, which is the animation building and ABC after we bought them.
So we were just at your Malibu home that you worked with Bob Stern on. This was another one of your projects with him.
He came to our rescue. We had moved the animation company into Glendale. They did great work there. Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, Aladdin, but they wanted to come back to the lot. The lot was full, so we had to build a building. We talked to Bob, and he had a way to make it fun and animation-ish, but not being stupid. A little fun with the hat, different structures, and it's very welcoming to animators. Just a different style from a different architect. So the 4 buildings that we built here, all very important architects, all completely different style. Aldo Rossi from Italy, who designed this, which has a big ABC on the top. It says Disney. But more important, I'm with Virginia Howe, who worked with me as my assistant for, 15 years at least, still is a close member of my family, still is one of my few contacts still inside the Disney company. Without her, Disney would have gone this way.
How about the best part and kind of the most challenging part of working together?
Well, the challenging part, I think, is his brain is going 1,000,000 miles a minute all the time. We would be traveling, and you've packed for one country, and he heard that one of our sports teams was having a game, and why don't we go to Canada on our way home and watch the game? And so we would then sit there and look at each other, the other traveling companions, and say, oh my God, we're going to freeze to death. But
we didn't have any overcoats, but we went.
But it was great fun. It was great fun.
And to end where we started here with architecture, did you have any visibility back then into kind of what he was doing on the
yes, because
architecture
we certainly didn't understand it at the level that he did,
Yeah.
but it was fascinating when we did Celebration.
South of Walt Disney World was thousands of acres that we developed Celebration, which was a community. We put all the architects together. We have pictures of that. And they all, Bob and Jack Robertson developed a master plan. And then all those architects, like Michael Graves did the post office, Venturi did the town center. Each one of these architects did a piece of Celebration. And it's one of the most interesting and successful development for housing, I think, in America.